I'm live. Ow. Ugh, I think it's just wet. I'm live, guys. Ugh, gosh, I didn't know this was going to be all live like this. All right. What do I want to talk to you guys about? I want to talk to you about my hashtag, my GCA hashtag. For 5 years, I and many others have built up the Global Cloud Archive site hashtag. What we do is especially on Instagram, it also works on Facebook, and someone works on YouTube. We do hashtag GCA, Global Cloud Archive, and then we put the date where something is. We put the GCA, I put USA down here, I put Monroe Bay, VA, we put the location. But what I also started doing is I started naming it, since Hush Puppy and I were naming the parts, I started naming it on the hashtag. That way, like, let's say I see my dragon right here, and I want to show someone, hey, I've seen that repetitive cloud. They're like, oh yeah, all right, yeah, you have. What I do is I go to Instagram, I type in hashtag GCA, you can do this yourself, GCA my dragon, hit search, and all the pictures of my dragon come up. And then anyone I click on, I can also see the date I took it because of Instagram, but I also have it tagged that way and where I took it, and I make my title so that I display the feeling that I got from it, I'll maybe say something about the squareness of it or the darkness of it or the feel of it that I get. So the title is of the feeling I get of it. So I can look back on any picture and reference it so many different ways and make it applicable to what I'm seeing at the moment. And that was the whole mindset behind this. Me and my buddy DVVVTVVBT set this up. Gosh, I guess we're going on 5 years. Can you believe it's almost been 5 years? And it's worked perfectly. And those that participate in it can reap those benefits too. If you want to make your own, make your own. Make it a hashtag YTV, YouTube TV. And then start naming your parts. Use my names. Make up your own names. Use a date. Use a number system, a color system, whatever is into you. I'm watching these pieces come in. I see the whip over here. I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, so a few days ago, my buddy in Spain, who participates in this, which is great because I have an eye on Spain. I got me duck there in Nottingham. I have him in UK. People everywhere. California, Canada, everywhere. Looking at these things. So, can't remember my point. Oh, so my friend in Spain tells me, hey, the Global Cloud Archive system has been compromised. So I'm typing in GCA, my dragon, nothing's coming up. I'm typing in GC. So I'm looking at 5 years worth of work, hours and hours and hours of work blown away. So I'm like, what do I do about this? I guess I can make a complaint to Instagram, blah, blah, blah. What can I do? I am going to, so for 2 nights before I went to bed, as I was falling asleep, I envisioned me going on YouTube, typing in my hashtag, and it coming up. I envisioned it working perfectly. And today, I woke up, and it's working perfectly. I don't know if I did it. I don't know what happened to it, but sometimes when you envision things, and then I told other people about it. That's the key, too. I told other people about it and what I was doing, and it's almost like when you tell someone else, it makes it so. Okay, so I have some other things I want to talk about. What's going on, everybody? I told you guys everyone was going to start. I told you guys, gosh, I think it's going on 2 years ago, maybe 3. I told you guys everyone was going to start seeing these spheres and the black thing tumbling within the sphere. It's a box. It's a box in there too. It's crazy. But what people are really going to start seeing, those really black fuzzy clouds like my dragon, and all of them go in that really tight mass. That's what people are going to start interacting with. They're going to call it the blob. They're going to call it a blob because it is a blob, and it's going to start interacting with planes and things like that. And so we're going to see a lot from the blob, and the blob can do many things. The blob could be bad if it wanted to be bad. The blob is powerful. The blob can do all kinds of crazy things. I've seen it in the sky. So I think it's going to start interacting with planes and things like that. And so we're going to start hearing more and more about the blob in the next year. We know what the blob is. The blob is just a piece that's maybe finally evolved itself now that it can communicate with us. You know, I mean, think about it. It's in our system. It doesn't act like we do. It doesn't move like we do. It doesn't grow like we do. It doesn't speak like we do. And it's got to try and tell us, hey, we're here. We're cool. You know, we're just thriving off your Goldilocks zone. You know, we're in between these Lagrange points chilling. And it doesn't know how to tell us that. Well, some of us, finally, we're hearing it. And if you get a message from the system, write it down, say it, be on your video and say it out loud. You can always, dub over it. You can always go back and reference it and see that state of mind. And that's why I do my titles as such. They may seem a little weird. They mean something to me because it's what I feel at the moment. You know, it's a all-inclusive way with those hashtags in the title to get all of the information. Okay, the whip is fading, but I'm going to show you guys I'm off. My good friend, a girl I've known since I was 9, Jennifer, is coming in town. She lived in Brooklyn, right over the Verrazano Bridge, across the street from the golf course, her whole life, and I visited her my whole life. So she's coming to visit me for 4 days. And we haven't seen each other since, I guess it was 2018. So it's been a while for us. Usually we see each other every 2 years. So got some catching up to do and some fun to have. And of course, I'll be getting some sky for y'all. All right, let me turn you around here. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. There it is. Look at that Willy Billy. Hey, I'll see what you guys are saying. Hang on. Sorry to ignore you. But there's the whip. And here's my gorgeous view this morning. The cattails are forming into their little cattails, which is really cool. And all of these pink flowers, Barbie doll pink flowers popped up just recently, as in today. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you see them? So pretty. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day. I'm headed to DC. I'll be back. I'll be back here in about 4 hours. Oh, let me Let's me put you guys down a moment. My pink socks. What y'all saying? What y'all got? Hola, Luna. Hi, Dennis. You know, that's a good point, Dennis. He calls them his watchers because these things are watching us as much as we are watching them. And that's a fact, Jack. Have a good day. I know I will.